Real estate broker June Dolan is suing her brother, cook Paul Hughes, for the cost of a defense attorney to keep him out of jail. Paul says his ex-girlfriend was the person who borrowed the money.
Yeah, and this case number 122 on the calendar in the matter of Dolan versus Hughes. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated.
Thank you, Bert.
You're welcome.
Miss Dolan, Mr. Hughes is your brother.
Yes.
And I gather from your complaint that you've bailed him out of jail a couple of times.
Yes.
First time you bailed him out of jail was in a dispute involving a girlfriend or something, and you're not asking for reimbursement of that. Second time you bailed him out of jail, you claim it cost you $5,000. You want the money back.
It was actually $5,208.
Well, our limit is $5,000.
Yes.
Mr. Hughes said it was very nice of you to bail him out of jail. He never asked you to do it. A loan was never created. Someone else asked you. Someone by the name of Nancy, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's not you, is it?
Yes.
Oh, Nancy. So, Ms. Dolan, tell me about the second time you bailed him out of jail.
Okay.
When was it?
It actually wasn't bailing him out of jail. It was paying for a defense attorney for him.
Oh. Was he in jail at the time?
No. He was supposed to be in jail, but he took off from Minnesota and came to California.
So he was out on a fugitive warrant?
Yes.
Was he staying with you?
He showed up at my door, yes.
So tell me about the $5,200 and some odd dollars.
So he had this other attorney that was supposed to be a really, really good attorney because he kind of got the shaft on the first attorney. And the attorney said, well, you didn't deserve all the punishment that you got. He had had 3 days left of a 3-year probation. So, and anger management class and all kinds of stuff. So the sentence that he got was horrible. He got another 18 months anger management. He got 3 more years of probation. He got...
Because he did what?
He had alcohol in his system. It was his birthday, and he went out and he had beer, and they were pulled over, and that was a violation of probation. So the judge gave... the judge just like dumped on him and gave him this whole...
Sounds perfect to me.
Big, long...
These are the rules.
Right.
You break the rules, there's a consequence.
So the
they
second
didn't put
attorney...
him on a rack, did they?
Did they what?
Put him on a rack? They didn't put him on a rack.
No.
Go ahead.
So the second attorney said, I know the judge, and I will go and I will talk to the judge for you, but it's going to cost you $5,000. I had already paid for the first one, $3,000. I paid for the home monitoring system. I paid $1,200 in collect phone calls from jail.
Okay, I got, you've been a good sister so far.
So the $5,000, he decides that he's in love with Nancy, who is my best friend of the last 25 years, actually, and he works for her. Her folks own a marina in Lake Minnetonka, and he is the chef there. So,
Nancy called you.
No. Well, we talk every day on the phone. We all talk every day on the phone.
I understand it. Nancy called you and asked you for the money. That's what you said.
Well,
don't play, Miss Dolan. That's
Nancy
what you say.
Nancy guaranteed the money. She
no,
said she would take it out of...
Listen to me. According to your complaint, you had a conversation with Nancy. You want me to read it to you?
Okay. I had several conversations with Nancy.
I don't care what your
Nancy
conversations were, but just several conversations were. Only one of us can talk at one time. In October 2002, Nancy called and asked that I pay for yet another attorney. Nancy was so distraught, begged and pleaded. So you had a conversation with Nancy about the money.
And I told Nancy, no. No.
Go ahead.
Nancy said, I will garnish his wages and make payments. And they did. They made 2 payments on this credit card.
Just a second. So Nancy said, he works for me. I'll put a garnish on his wages.
Yes.
So she...
Guaranteed the money. It's almost like
I know what a garnish... No, I know what a garnishment is. She didn't guarantee the money. She said, as long as he's working here for me, I will garnish his salary so that you'll get the money. Guaranteeing the money is different. Guaranteeing the money is, if he doesn't pay you back, I will.
And then she said, when I sell my house, I will give him the money to pay you off, and then he can make payments to me. That's, to me, sound like a guarantee.
Well, that's different from what you just told me. Except she has to sell her house first.
She did sell her house.
Okay.
And I still don't have any money.
So why are you suing your brother?
Because he's the one that borrowed it from me.
So far, I don't have that. So far, I have she borrowed it from you.
She didn't borrow it from me. She encouraged it.
Miss Dolan, you got it all wrong. Madam.
They're multimillionaires. The family is multimillionaires.
Ms. Dowling, I want you to pay attention to me. I understand that what you did was you advanced this money. What you are suing for in court is an oral contract. Your oral contract was with Nancy. She may not have benefited from the contract because he was the one who was in trouble. She may have benefited from it. Let's say she benefited from it because he was a valued employee for whatever reason. And she wanted to ensure that he was going to stay on the job, so she guaranteed the return of your money, even though it wasn't for her immediate benefit.
Well, she wanted to marry him.
Listen to me. That creates a contract. His defense to this is, sure, my sister gave me the money for the attorney, but I never agreed to pay her back.
Yes, he did.
She agreed to pay her back.
He's the one that said he would pay me back.
Well, you never told me that, Miss Dowling.
On it.
No, you never told me that, Miss Dowling. You told me your contract was with Nancy. Now I'll hear you further. You explain to me your contract with your brother. But make sure it's true, because I've already heard the first part of it. So far, I haven't heard anything about your brother.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He made 2 payments on it. That shows faith.
That shows nothing, madam. You gotta sue her, not him.
And later today,
He didn't have my permission to take our daughter over Thanksgiving.
You got drunk and shot a gun off in the house, madam. You didn't flee the house with the clothes on your back. You were stealing your daughter.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. June Dolan says her brother, Paul Hughes, owes for the cost of an attorney. Paul says it was his ex-girlfriend who borrowed the money.
Go ahead.
He needed the money because he was on the run and he wanted to go back to Minnesota to be with her. They've had this love affair for 25 years on and off.
Yes.
So he said, I need $5,000. So he had gone out. He knew the attorney. He was going to try to make payments to him. He was going to do whatever he could do to pay off this money. So he asked me for the money. And I said, I don't have $5,000. I'm still making payments on the first
Fine, so you
money.
said no.
So I said, absolutely not. No. So he called, and he called, and he called, and he called back to her, and they sat and tried to work something out to get this money. Finally, he's not going anywhere when he's staying at my house. He's got a sentence hanging over his head. He's running from the law. So Nancy said, come back here and work at the Caribbean. I will garnish your wages, and we'll make the payments to you. So I said...
Your contract is with her, not with him.
But he's the one that said, will you loan me the money? I finally said, okay.
No. Listen to me. That's not what happened, Ms. Dowling. What happened was he asked to borrow the money, and you said no. And he asked you again, and you said, no, I'm still paying off the other money. Then your best friend called you, who you know has money, and said, in effect, he's going to come back, he's going to work for me in the restaurant, I'm going to garnish his salary, so you're assured of getting your money.
She guaranteed it.
Then you got to sue her, not him. You have no contract. You have no legally binding contract with your brother. Now, I'm not going into whether or not you have a legally binding contract with Nancy. You may. You may. I don't have to go into that now. She's not a party. You don't have a legally binding contract with your brother because he asked to borrow the money and you said no.
Well, I said no several times. I said no to the first one, and I finally gave in to him.
No, you gave in to her. You rejected his request until she convinced you that she would be good for the money. Then you said okay.
She never said she'd be good for the money. She said she'd take it out of his paycheck and pay it. And he made 2 payments on it. That shows faith.
That shows nothing, madam. You're suing the wrong person. You do not have a legally binding contract with your brother. You rejected his request for the money until she, your friend of 25 years, said to you, I will, in effect, get the money back to you. If it's not through him working at the restaurant, it's when I sell my house and I'm going to give him the money. But your contract was not with him. So you've got the wrong party over there. Try her. That's all. Case dismissed.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She actually had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I didn't ask her for the money.
Hopefully we can all go out and have lunch or something and talk about it.
I'm not paying the money, so...
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Williams, Dalrymple versus Martin. Step forward, please.
Cashier Carla Williams and her children, 16-year-old Nicholas and 14-year-old Rachel, are suing Carla's ex-boyfriend, house painter Gene Martin, for the return of their belongings. Gene is countersuing Carla for unpaid rent and for shooting a gun in their house.
Why don't you two have a seat? Miss Williams, you and Mr. Martin lived together for about 10 years. You have children. I assume these are your two children. Is this your child, Mr. Martin?
Yes, it is.
And you have a child together.
Yes, ma'am.
A daughter?
Yes.
How old?
7.
Okay. Does she live with you?
Yes, she does.
According to your complaint, there was some sort of an altercation with Mr. Martin. You fled the house, and when was that?
December 1st.
And you claim that Mr. Martin, sometime after that, threw away your children's property, these
Yes.
two children.
Yes.
And you want either the return of that property, which of course he can't give you because he threw it away, or the value of that property. Mr. Martin says that you didn't flee the house after an altercation, but that you had had a fight sometime in November, and that you shot a gun off in the house. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
That Mr. Martin took your daughter, and he fled the house. He left, and you were gone for about a week with the child. Is that right?
Yes.
So far, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
After you shot the gun off in the house, what happened with Mr. And it was sometime in November. What happened with Mr. Martin?
It was the day before Thanksgiving, and I had found out Mr. Martin had been seeing another woman, and I got a little inebriated, and I did fire the gun off in the house. My brother and my mother came to get me, and I took my 2 children to Sacramento, and he took the other 2 children. We had plans to go to his mother's house in L.A. for Thanksgiving. He went to L.A. He arrived back Saturday, December 1st.
Okay. So he did take, you didn't spend Thanksgiving together as planned. He did take his son and your 7-year-old daughter, your joint 7-year-old daughter, away for about a week.
For 2 days, Your Honor.
2 days. When you came back, according to you, Mr. Martin, she then took the child and went to her brother's house.
That is correct.
Is that right?
Yeah, but he told me I couldn't be there.
Right, because you had had this major falling out where you shot a gun off in the house. So you took the child, I assume without his permission.
Yes.
And you fled to your brother's house.
Correct.
And he came to your brother's house looking for his daughter, trying to get his daughter back.
Correct.
And whatever property that was left in the house that belonged to your children, because some you got, is the property we're talking about. But that sort of sets it up. Now, that's more the truth than what I got from your complaint, which was, in your complaint, you say that you fled the house with your children and with only the clothes on our backs while he was in the bathroom. The truth of the matter is you was taking your daughter without his permission.
Well, I didn't feel I needed his permission.
Why not?
Well, because he didn't have my permission to take our daughter over Thanksgiving.
You got drunk and shot a gun off in the house, madam. And you weren't taking your daughter for a planned vacation, which is what he did.
It was for Thanksgiving.
You were all supposed to go as a family, except you had a fight. And what you were doing was setting yourself up as the winner in a custody battle by taking physical custody of the child without his permission. I've been a family court judge a long time. I know exactly what you were doing.
When I was there, I was hoping we could reconcile when I came back.
Well, evidently he didn't want to reconcile, and you decided to get the advantage by taking your daughter out of the house, fleeing your house, and going to your brother's house. I'm just saying to you that what you said here in your complaint is not truthful. You didn't flee the house with the clothes on your back. You were stealing your daughter. Now, that was the 1st of December, and if these children want to leave, I think that that's a great idea. They can all go outside, even though this is their property. If they want to go outside, it's certainly fine with me.
You want to stay?
Yeah.
You
Fine.
okay?
Yeah.
How about
Good.
you? Okay.
Good. That was on December 1st. When did you come back to get your property?
Well, I got a restraining order on December 3rd.
Why did you get a restraining order? Who gave you a restraining order?
The judge.
For what?
Because he came down, pushed my kids around, tried to break through my brother's door.
Because you... And a judge gave you a restraining order?
There were other mitigating circumstances that he felt it could be necessary. He also gave me a 3-year restraining order.
I certainly hope not based on that incident.
No, that and several others.
What about a restraining order with regard to him for shooting a gun off in the house? Did he get one against you?
No, ma'am.
Did he apply for one?
Not that I know I'm aware of.
Right. How long did you leave your children's property in the house?
I contacted him on January 8th.
Did you go and get any of your property on January 8th?
No, I did not.
Did you at any time after January 8th go and retrieve property?
I did in April.
On what date? In April?
In April.
So he kept your property from December 1st to April?
No, he told me that the property had been thrown out on January 8th. That there was nothing to get.
So what did you get in April?
Just some stuff that he left behind, our mutual daughter's stuff. And there was a couple items of furniture. He kept a lot of the furniture. I paid for it.
You more than exacted your pound of flesh, madam. I don't know the history. I don't know either one of you two people. All I know is that from the bare bones facts that I've heard, there is absolutely no basis for you to have been granted a 3-year protective order against him. And you were trying to get a leg up in what was going to be a disputed custody case on the 1st of December by taking physical custody of your child at all costs. And what he was trying to do was, probably not smart, but because you had taken the child and fled, which is what you did, you waited until he went into the bathroom, and then you took the child. But you do acknowledge that, that he was in the bathroom when you fled. Yes. So he was in the bathroom when you fled with the child. Okay? And what he was trying to do, not smart, is he got furious and he went to try to get the child back. He did not file for a protective order against you for shooting off a gun in the house, getting drunk and shooting off a gun. That requires a protective order.
He's a very abusive man, Your Honor.
He may be. What you did was wrong.
I understand that, but
what you did was wrong. What items do you say he threw out that belonged to your children?
Everything. My son got his PlayStation 2 back and his boombox. My daughter got a couple days worth of clothes.
When did your son get his PlayStation 2 back?
He took it with him. He left after I did.
What do you mean he left after you did?
Jamie and I left, and then my mother and the 2 kids followed behind.
So your mother was part of this scenario that was set up?
It was not set up. I was there to reconcile.
You were there to reconcile?
Yes.
And what happened? You came back and he said...
He said, "What are you doing here?" And then he informed me that I wasn't going to take Jamie anywhere, and that was that, and so...
So what did you do?
After trying to talk to him and seeing that I wasn't going to get anywhere, I took her and left.
Tell me how you did that.
I picked her up, put her in the car, and we drove to Sacramento.
Where was he?
He was upstairs.
So he was upstairs, and what you did was you took your child, rather than going through a civilized court process, you took the law into your own hands. You took the child and fled. It's normal for him to come and try to get the child because you waited until he went upstairs to the bathroom, according to you, and you stole out of the house and went hundreds of miles away. So you abused the court system because then you went into court and said he tried to break down my brother's door to get my child away from me, and you got some judge to believe that without asking enough questions. You got a restraining order. So in my judgment, you abused the system. You didn't come into this courtroom with clean hands, and your case is dismissed. Thank you very much. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Yeah, this is case number 67 on the calendar in the matter of Mears versus Toppin Van Efflin. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies, have seats, please.
Oh, Miss Mears, you claim that either one of these 2 girls, either one, both of them, maybe a half of them, maybe somebody else who was living with them, somebody destroyed or stole your CDs.
They destroyed them, that's correct.
And they said they have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So why don't you tell me, start at the beginning. You were living with one of them.
I was living with Jessica. And,
which one is Jessica? Raise your hand.
And,
Jessica, are you Jessica's mother?
No, Tamara's mother.
You're Tamara's mother. Okay, and Jessica's mother is not here.
No.
Why were you living with Jessica?
I was living with her because she had offered her place to me, and I said that I would be glad to...
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Where had you been living?
I've been on my own since I was 15.
Do you work?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I teach kids violin, and I go to school.
What school do you go to?
Saddleback College.
And you give private violin lessons?
That's correct.
And you were living with Jessica for how long?
Probably for about a month, and we were carpooling.
Previously, where had you been living?
With an ex-boyfriend.
And how long did you live with him?
For a little bit, maybe a month or 2.
And before that, where did you live?
With a cousin. I've been up and about.
And how long were you with the cousin?
For a couple months.
And before that?
With an ex-boyfriend of mine.
And each time you moved from one place to another for these short stints, You take all your property with you?
Of course.
Who is this lady?
She's my mother.
You live in the same town?
She lives in Huntington right now. I live in Laguna Niguel.
How long has it been since you've lived at home?
About 6 years.
Any particular reason for that?
I don't get along with her husband.
How long has she been married?
For about 2 years now.
But he lived with you before?
When I was 15. I used to live with Tamara as well.
You lived with Tamara
and
her mother?
Tamara and her mother for about maybe 10 months. It was the last year of my high school.
Did you do okay in high school?
I had a lot of family issues that I had to deal with, so I graduated.
Good for you.
Thank you.
And you're working and going to college. How many college credits are you taking?
I just finished my first year.
You take a full load of courses?
Yes.
You get student aid? You get loans?
My mother pays for my college tuition.
Sounds right to me.
Thank you.
And you pay for all your other living expenses?
Of course.
From giving violin lessons?
Yes.
Where did you learn the violin?
I've been playing since I was 5.
You play well?
Yes.
Did you take violin lessons when you were living at home with your mother?
My violin teacher passed away when I was 15, so it kind of all ended then, and I decided to teach from there.
Evidently, but from what I gather, you had a falling out with either one or both of these two gals, and you didn't attend a 21st birthday party. Whose birthday party was it?
Mine.
And then there was some yelling and back and forth. What was the problem?
Well, there wasn't really a problem with her not going to my 21st birthday, but she had come over to my house the next day, and she was saying that she was at her mom's. Well, first she said she was with her boyfriend, and then it changed to her mom's, to her cousin's. I wasn't really upset with her. Like, I forgave her for it, but that was pretty much all that happened on my 21st birthday.
What do you do?
I just had a baby, so I'm not working right now.
Are you living home?
Yes, I just moved back home.
What did you do before you had a baby?
I was working for an attorney.
What about you, Jessica?
I'm a contractor's assistant.
A contractor's assistant?
Yeah, I do like the receptionary work for it's the Orange County building.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been doing that?
I started about 3 weeks ago.
And before that, what were you doing?
I was working in Venice at a club.
I see there are some CDs over there. They belong to her?
Yes.
Let's give them back to her. Now let's get back to it. It was her 21st birthday. You decided not to go to her birthday party. You were having some, according to you, family issues. Family boyfriend really doesn't make any difference. You didn't go. Then what happened?
I got a phone call from Jessica the next morning saying that she wanted me to move my stuff out. And I came to Tamara's house that day to pick up my CDs from them.
Well, your stuff wasn't at Jessica's house, it was at Tamara's house?
It was at Jessica's, but I was aware that Tamara and Jessica were together and my CDs were in Jessica's car.
What were they doing in Jessica's car?
We carpooled together and we worked together in Venice previously.
So that all your CDs were there?
Correct.
And you would listen to them?
I'm a musician, so they hold more than material value to me.
So you picked up your CDs, and what happened?
These CDs I pulled out because they weren't mine. I was trying to be as honest as I could about the situation. There are some CDs in my CD case that are Tamara's. They're all scratched. They're all not usable.
Can I see them?
Sure.
Or do you know about CDs?
Yes, I do.
I don't know a whole bunch about CDs, but I would assume even I could tell that's a scratch.
Well,
there's two in the front that aren't mine.
It's broken.
That's broken.
And even if it were not broken, these scratches, the laser can't read them.
Okay, now,
read the information on it.
Would you take a look at some of the others and tell me? She said the ones that she has are all scratched.
It's easily.
These are the ones you're talking about?
Yes.
This one is.
Okay, so let's go to the next page, or whatever they call it. Ladies, somebody had a hissy fit. You want to tell me who had the hissy fit? You want to tell me who had the hissy fit?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Somebody did the nasty.
I left him with my mom for a while.
You think your mom did it?
No.
You think your mom did it? Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Is she a nut?
And later today,
At the time that you put the sofa out on the street, what was going on in your mind, Mr. Ruggiero?
I just didn't want it. I just said, she can have it back, you know what I mean? I was like...
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Lugene Jade Mears says former friends Jessica Toppin and Tamara Van Afflen purposely scratched 78 of her CDs. Her ex-best friends say it wasn't them.
Now, this is on all the CDs. Somebody did it. You want to tell me who it was?
I did not have a hissy fit.
Well, somebody had a hissy fit because this doesn't happen by accident.
Can I add something? Jade's ex-boyfriend, she had taken all of his jewelry, and I know that as far as Jessica, she still hangs out with like that group of people. Like, I didn't touch the CD, that was kind of the middle person. I had gotten them from Jessica and given them to my mom to give to Jade.
So you got them from Jessica?
Yes, and Jade has had a lot of those CDs for a long time.
Listen to me. There is a difference between something that might get scratched as a result of use and this, which is vandalism. So you got them from Jessica. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. You can sit down. Listen to me. You can sit down. Why did you call the plaintiff and tell her to move out? Is not an answer.
Because she had been really jealous of the fact that me and her old best friend Tamara were getting close. We were hanging out together. And that made her upset. She left a couple voicemails on Tamara's voicemail.
That said what?
You'd have to ask her. I'm not really sure.
Well, then what did you get involved with it for?
Because me and Tamara had been hanging out, and we discovered that Jade had been kind of talking bad about us. She talked bad on me to her, and to her on me. And we just figured out a lot of stuff that she had said that was just really kind of two-faced and not true. And
so you called her and told her to move out?
Yeah. Definitely.
And where did you find her CDs?
Her CDs had already been in my car.
In your car?
In my car.
Yeah. Well, they were in your car. You should have watched them better, babe.
They're not.
Should have
my
watched
CDs.
them better. Well, if they're in your car, so they're under your control, and if I find that you had a motive, which you clearly did because you were angry enough at her to tell her to move out, somebody did the nasty. So if it wasn't you, you know who did, and I would suggest to you to either name them or sue them because you're responsible. You're responsible for this.
If I knew who it was, I would definitely. They were in my car
Yes,
for a
you
while.
would.
I left them with my mom for a while.
You think your mom did it?
No, no.
You think your mom did it? Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Is she a nut?
She left him with my mom for a while. She left him, like, you know, we tried to.
Do you take any medication?
No. No, I don't.
No medication at all?
No, I don't. No medication at all.
Prescribed or otherwise?
Nothing.
Nothing. Right. Okay. How many CDs does she have here, Bert, approximately? Give me some idea.
Maybe 100.
They're not all ruined.
No, I do have a list of
I see some of them are not
ruined.
ruined. Okay. I don't know where this came from. How many are ruined?
About 78 are ruined and 30 are missing.
How much did you pay for each one?
Some of them were double books, so it was like $25 for those, $15 for the normal ones.
Okay. I don't have teenage children anymore. He does. So he knows how much they cost. They average. He says they average about $15. Would that be about right?
That's correct.
See? Resident expert. And you have 78 ruined ones. I don't know about the 30 that are missing, but I can see the ruined. That's clear. That's $1,200. That's a big hissy fit that you or somebody else had. Maybe you. I don't know who, but somebody had a hissy fit and have to pay for it. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,200. That's all. Step out.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
It's just unfortunate that we're not friends anymore.
She needs to get over it.
I'm actually glad, though, because now I can move on with my life.
She once got mad over some fudge one day.
I think it's the misunderstandings we have between the three of us.
A lot of them aren't misunderstandings. They're things that she had said that were being malicious towards me.
They're probably very upset.
I was just basically upset that she had been talking so much smack on me and my friend.
Be careful with who you trust.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Kendall versus Ruggiero, step forward, please.
25-year-old office manager Tanya Kendall is suing her ex-boyfriend, 23-year-old restaurant worker Jeremy Ruggiero, for throwing away her brand new couch.
Miss Kendall, Mr. Ruggiero and you were in a relationship, according to what I've read. And several months ago, you purchased living room furniture.
Yes, ma'am.
A couch, a love seat, and a chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably didn't measure too well because when you got back to the house with the furniture, the couch didn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Ruggiero took the couch to his mother's house.
Yes, ma'am.
Your mother had a place for it?
Yes, ma'am.
And a month after you bought the couch, the two of you had a falling out. Weren't dating anymore. You asked him for the couch back. Ultimately, he said okay. You went over to pick it up. Wasn't there. Mr. Ruggiero says he put it out on the porch for you.
Right next to the street.
Right next to the street. Right? This month-old sofa. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like it was garbage.
Basically.
Now, I have to sort of get in my head what the relationship was at the time, how angry each of you was at the other. Mr. Ruggiero, at the time that you put the sofa out on the street, what was going on in your mind, Mr. Ruggiero?
I just didn't want it. I just said, she can have it back, you know what I mean? I was like, me and my brother just put it out there, and then we left.
We can't hear you, sir. Could you speak up, please?
I said, basically, me and my brother just put it out on the side of the curb, and then we just left.
I asked you what was going on in your mind at the time. You know you have a mind. You know what you were thinking. Let me ask you this question. Do you live with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what other pieces of furniture she has in her living room.
She got a couch, TV.
Okay, let's start with the TV. If you had an argument with your mother, and you put her TV out on the curb, and I said to you, what was going on in your mind? Would you give me as stupid an answer as, I don't know, I just don't want it anymore? Or would you say I was angry with my mother? She had called me a bad name?
Yeah, I was pretty angry at her. So.
That's what I want to know. So you were pretty angry at her. You want to tell me why, Mr. Ruggiero?
Basically, because we was at the bar one day, and she left me there, so I had to walk 5 miles home. So then I was like, okay, we're just through. So.
Okay, so you had an argument, she let you up, but that was a month before? Or that was just the day before?
That was like a week. When I put the couch out, it was like a week and a half later when I put the couch out.
Okay. So you had an argument, she made you walk home, 5 miles. A week later, you put the couch outside.
Yeah.
Now, what happened in that week's period of time?
Well, basically, because I was trying to get my stuff out of her apartment. So when I finally got my stuff, it was about a week. And then she put a restraining order on me. I was like, okay. So the only way you can come and get your couch is if I put it near the curb, because I don't want you in my yard. So now I put it in the curb, me and my brother left, and it's gone. So I suppose that she got it.
You what?
I think she got it. I think.
Got it.
Got it.
No, got.
Got.
Without an S.
Okay.
You think that she got it. Think again. You want to say anything to me?
Yes, I do, please.
All right, let's hear it fast, please. So far, you're not losing this case.
I purchased furniture on February 13th.
Shh, listen to me. I said you purchased it?
Yes.
He took it to his mother's?
Yes.
He didn't take good care of it? He put it out on the curb? You want to say anything else?
I never spoke to him. My mother handled it. I spoke to him before we broke up. I told him to bring it back from his mother's.
And just tell me how much you paid for the couch, will you please?
$689.
Now, Mr. Ruggiero, when you had the couch at your mother's house, what was the arrangement as far as your mother paying for the couch? Was she going to purchase it?
Yeah, we told her we'd give it to her for $300.
Could you please keep your voice up? I can't hear you. You have to speak so I can hear you.
I said we told my mom we'd give it to her for $300.
No, you don't give her for $300. You'd sell it to her for $300.
We'll sell it to her for $300.
And she said what?
She said, all right. And then we broke up. So I was like, and then she said she wants the couch back. I said, okay.
And your mother hadn't given her the $300, so your mother didn't buy it.
No, it's what she was going to do is give it to her like $50 a month, make the payment for us.
But she didn't do that.
Yeah, because we had no time.
She didn't do that. She gave her no money. Is that right?
No.
And she's still paying for the couch. Is that right?
I suppose
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean you're supposed to? What do you do for a living?
Huh?
Huh is not an answer. You do huh? I
work-
never know. What kind of training do you need to do huh? Now, you break up. She has a piece of furniture. She lent it to your mother to put in your mother's house so that your mother could use it. And then you have an argument with her. Did you get your stuff back?
Not all of it.
What didn't you get back?
He got everything.
Of course he did. What didn't you get back, Mr. Ruggiero?
Like my lawn chairs.
Just a minute, your lawn chairs. Tell me about your lawn chairs.
Some nice lawn chairs.
What else?
I forget now.
Let me put it to you this way. What did you get back?
My PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2? That's a nice thing. Go ahead.
My dresser suit.
A dresser?
Like suit, like three-piece thing.
Okay.
My fish tank, and that's it, really.
Fish tank with fish in it? She didn't kill the fish, did she? She didn't put them out at the curb, did she? No. Then don't tell me about your lawn chairs, because if she wanted to steal something from you, she would have taken the PlayStation 2 or something more valuable. But she didn't. So you got your stuff back. So you were irritated, and you acted like a jerk. For that, you have to pay. Jerks pay. $680. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out. This is case number 123 on the calendar in the matter of Pap versus Sandoval. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat.
Ms. Pap, according to what I read, you and the defendant lived together for about 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
During that time, sort of the end of that period of time, there was a car purchased. The car was purchased for you. It was purchased by Mr. Sandoval.
Yes.
And there was an agreement that you would make the payments on the car.
Yes, ma'am.
You broke up. He told you to leave. You did. And you took the car with you and made payments on it, according to you.
Yes.
And for no good reason, Mr. Sandoval took the car back, even though you were making payments.
Yes.
And you say that he had no reason to do that, so you want all the money that you put in to the car. Mr. Sandoval says that you were either late or you missed some payments, and then you got arrested and went to jail, and he repossessed the car. You are also claiming that Mr. Sandoval trashed a lot of your stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sandoval says that he gave you plenty of opportunity to come and get it. When you didn't come and get it, he threw it away.
I donated it.
You donated it. And Mr. Sandoval then has a counterclaim because he says you stole some checks that belonged to him.
She did.
Okay. So let me hear about this arrangement for the car.
Okay. We both work for the same company. We live together as a blended family. I raised his children. He helped. You know, we had 4 between us. And then business got slow right after 9/11, and his boss decided to close the door and not renew his business license, so I was laid off immediately. Mike had to continue to work because he had to tie up loose ends with the customers. So he said we'd be okay for a few months, so I started looking for work in December. And then come the 1st of January, I got a job. So we had like 4 company vehicles and everything at the house.
Could you speak slowly?
We had 4 company vehicles, so I got to drive one of the trucks all the time. So then Mike said, I don't know how much longer we'll have this one truck, so you better start saving for a car. So come February...
What year are we talking about?
2002. So February, Mike asked me how much money I had saved, and I went and got my money out of my closet, which was in the garage that he built for me, and I had $1,000, and Mike was all proud of me, and I was excited.
Could we fast forward a little bit,
Anyway,
please?
I had saved $1,000. Mike said he would help me because he didn't want me to get taken advantage of being a woman out looking for a car.
Could you fast forward, please? Bought a car. The agreement was that you would
The
make
agreement
the
was I'd pay him.
The agreement was that you would make the payments on it.
Yes.
When did you get the car?
In March of 2002.
What were the payments?
$201.
Due when?
On the 15th.
And were you supposed to make those payments to him or to the bank correctly?
To him.
Even though you were living together as a blended family?
Yes. I had to pay half of everything.
I don't care about half of everything. I'm talking about strange...
I paid everything. Our agreement.
Shh. I don't care about half the bills. You had half the family there. Half the bills was fine. Sir, didn't you understand? I saw you put your hands up. You don't have to go to the bathroom, do you?
Nope.
Then just wait.
Okay.
$201 is paid directly to him on the 15th of each month. And April 2002 was your first payment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you pay him by check or cash?
Money order.
And you have copies of those?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see them, please? You're supposed to pay him $205 or $201?
It was $201.99. I just made it $205 each month.
Is that right, Mr. Sandoval?
It was $201.99, and she made it
$205.
$205 every month.
So the answer is yes. Well, I see in December you only paid
105.
105?
Yes, ma'am. I paid him 105 with a balance of 97. He got belligerent, like on the 11th. He went to the doctor, and I called him after work and said, how'd it go? Because something was wrong with his kidneys. And anyway, that night when we got home, he was saying to his son, how come the C person hasn't left yet? And he's calling me all these vulgar names in front of his son. So we were just hoping he'd fall asleep and pass out and go to bed. So I just ignored it. And the next morning, he called me at work and said, why aren't you out of the house yet? Why aren't you out of the house yet? And called me every name there is. And so I went and stayed with my children who don't live with me anymore. And I stayed there a few nights till he calmed down.
How old are your children?
They are 18 and 20.
Who do they live with?
They lived with their dad.
When did they move out and live with their dad?
About a year and a half ago.
About 3 years ago when she went to jail.
For what?
She went to jail for credit card fraud. And I called her dad up and said, I'm not paying for them. Come and get your kids.
That is not true, Your Honor.
And their dad finally come and got him. It took me a while to get him out of there, but their dad did come and get him because she got 1 year in the county jail.
I object.
And I wasn't about to continue paying for her kids.
Okay.
She objected to going to jail, too.
That is not true.
Miss Papp, just wait until I speak to you. Okay. Do you understand? That doesn't answer why you only gave him $105 in December.
Because
Shh. You're supposed to pay him $202.
Right, I had a balance of $97 that I had talked to him that I was going to give him like in the next week, which wasn't a problem. I mean, we lived together.
Okay. Were you arrested in January?
Your Honor, she did not live there at that time.
Were you arrested in January?
I left. He choked me, Your Honor.
Would you answer my question?
Yes, because of him.
You were arrested in January.
December 31st.
On a no-bail warrant. That's not because of me.
Mr. Sandoval.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You were arrested on December 31st. By December 31st, had you in fact paid the other $97?
No, I did not.
So you breached your agreement with him?
Yes.
Good.
$97.
You don't care what it was, $97 or $197
yes,
or whatever. You breached your agreement with him.
But we had talk. I mean, I've been with this guy, and I just lost my mother. You know, it's like I had a balance of $97. I just paid him $700 for my car insurance for the whole year.
When did you, Mr. Sandoval, take the car back?
I took the car back January 17th. I think I repossessed the vehicle.
From where?
From where her kids stay, not at their dad's, but her kids stay at a friend's house.
Was she in jail at the time?
She was in jail because she tried to break in my home on December 31st, and my daughter called the police, and the police caught her in the neighbor's yard, and she had and my son was also out there, which is a witness. She had all her cat burglar stuff on. She had gloves on.
Yeah, she is lying.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I see you don't like each other anymore.
That's not true.
Well, if you still like him after what he said about your children after 10 years, then what I'm telling you is you got a screw loose.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Kathleen Papp says ex-boyfriend Michael Sandoval gave away her clothes and other belongings. Michael says she abandoned the property.
Mr. Sandoval, can you just answer my questions? I would just like to get through with this case, get the information that I need. You repossessed the car on or about January 17th.
Yes.
Had you received any car payment on January 15th?
No.
Did you make any car payment on January 15th?
He took the car January 15th, and no, I did not.
Shh, just a minute. By January 15th, had you made a payment of the $97 that you owed him?
I did
All
not.
right, so you were in breach of the agreement. You were entitled to nothing on your complaint.
She was
With
in
regard
jail.
to I'm speaking.
Okay.
I'm going to handle this my way.
Okay, sorry.
I see you don't like each other anymore.
No, that's not
just
true.
fine.
That's not true.
Well, if you still like him after what he said about your children after 10 years, then what I'm telling you is you got a screw loose. So can we get to the next part of your complaint? Just answer my questions, Miss Papp. It's late and I'm tired. You're not entitled to anything on the car. You breached your contract.
For $97?
Well, it wasn't $97. At this point, it's $97 for one. I'm speaking. $97 for 1 month, and January's car payment you failed to make on time as well. So that's not $97. That's $202 plus $97. You are now a month and a half in arrears. He's entitled to repossess the car. Period. End of discussion. Now, let us move on to...
Your Honor.
I'm speaking. Let us move on to the stuff that you did not get out of the house. When did you get rid of her stuff?
I got rid of it December the 31st.
What did you get rid of?
9 boxes of clothes. She had already taken... Okay.
When did she move out of the house, Mr. Sandoval?
In August of 2002.
Where did she move to?
She moved to Ray and Geneva's house, some friends of mine.
I object. They're not friends of his. He's lying. He's lying.
Are you on medication?
No.
Then you better learn to be quiet unless I'm talking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So she was not living there in
No,
December.
she was not.
She wasn't living there in November.
No, she was not.
May I speak?
Not yet.
He's not being truthful. I have something else I need to say.
There's not a question before you, madam.
Because I took
There
him
is not a question before you.
I took him before to court. We made an agreement.
About what?
This car.
What do you mean you took him to court
Yes,
before?
in
about
March.
the car?
I originally. See,
Shh.
I need to explain myself because he's
No.
being honest.
Pay attention to me. You took him to court before in March of 2003?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see a judge?
Yes.
Did the judge make an order?
He asked us to go out in the hall and make an agreement. We did.
The judge dismissed it.
Listen, please. We made an agreement. We came back in. He said, okay, come back April 10th, and we'll see if everything's okay. Mike said, you have to 7 o'clock tonight to give me that $600 for the car payment. Well, January, February, March, his daughter's been driving my car. Yes, he took it January 15th out of my girlfriend's driveway.
Oh, please, I'm not interested, Miss Papp. You breached the agreement, period, end of discussion.
You know,
I'm asking you.
Why am I going to be out $4,000? And then, on top of it, the reason I left him is because he choked me. And look at this, my dresses, he went in my closet and stabbed all my dresses. Like, there were 20 stab holes in like this. There are stab holes in this one that he's done
I'm going
to
to
me.
give you one more second to close your mouth unless I ask you a question. Otherwise, I'm dismissing your entire claim. Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand?
Yes.
The next time you interrupt, speak out of turn.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm dismissing your entire claim without giving you any further opportunity to speak. Do we understand each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. I want to know where you were living in October of 2002.
I had stayed at my girlfriend Geneva's.
That's all. That's the answer.
Yes.
I want to know where you were living in November of 2002.
Really, most of the
I
time.
want to know where you were living.
With Mike.
That's not true at all.
That is not true. I'm going to give it to you again. Where were you living in November of 2002?
Geneva's, but I was with him all the time, Your Honor.
Okay. When did you get rid of her stuff?
January 31st.
Tell me under what circumstances you got rid of her stuff. You told me it was December.
It was December 31st.
Get it straight.
It is.
I don't want to hear you.
I got a lot of dates. It was January the 31st. I did ask her to move in August. She did, but we continued dating some until December. The whole time I wanted her to get her things out. She had all her.
So what you're telling me, sir, is
I didn't speak.
Then put your hand down. Then I'm going to modify my prior order, which is if you either speak or in any way interrupt these proceedings, I'm going to dismiss your claim.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you're telling me, Mr. Sandoval, is that while she was living at her friend Geneva's, you were dating, and occasionally she was sleeping at your house.
That's correct.
That's more truthful. And she had some property there.
That's correct.
And she had some property there up until the time you probably had a major altercation on or about December of 2002.
That's exactly right.
And then in January of 2003, you donated her property.
This is right. But this is after I requested from her many times to remove it. Okay. I've asked her children to remove it.
Mr. Sandoval, when just prior to December 31st did Miss Papp sleep in your home?
In December.
You understand, Mr. Sandoval, you cannot have it both ways. You may be saying to her, get your stuff out of the house. I don't want to have anything more to do with you. But in your spare time, if you have some free time, come on over and we'll take a roll in the hay. If she had moved out of your house in August, and from August until December, you had been sending her notes, sending her registered mail, and saying to her, move all of your stuff out of the house. I'm giving you 30 days. And she didn't do it. You would have had every right up until that time to donate her stuff. Do you understand?
Yes, I did do what you said, but it was from December to January, which is 45 days.
It's not enough time.
I gave her 45 days.
It's not enough time.
And it was not...
It's not enough time. You had a 10-year physical and emotional relationship with her. And if you chose to cut it off in August, and probably excellent judgment, then what you shouldn't have done was accept her sexual favors up until December. We understand each other, sir. So you boxed up clothing and gave it away. along with other personal property that she had, or just clothing?
Just 9 boxes of clothes that she no longer used anyway, just stuff she had left, because she had already taken the majority of her stuff. It was just the stuff that she just never wore anyway. I said,
whatever,
Kathleen, get
it was
out.
there and you wanted it out of your house.
This is correct.
Okay. Now, other than clothing, was there anything else that you claim he discarded?
Yes, I have a...
I don't want to see that whole tome, madam, because I don't believe a lot of what you say. Tell me what you left.
I was just at the house a week ago, and my stuff is still there in the house, everything.
Like what?
Excuse me?
We weren't there.
Like what?
Like stuff my parents left me, my everything in the kitchen, bathroom, all my pictures, all my videos, everything in our bedroom. There's stuff my mother left me, painted the statuary bookends. They're in his office in the garage. I just seen him the other day, and yes, I was with him. Yes, I was there with him, with Mike.
That is not true at all, Your Honor.
It is. We just went out the other day.
Okay. Court, I will enter an order, and I'm sure Mr. Sandoval won't mind, that 5 days from now, put your hand down. Your case is dismissed. Your case is dismissed. Do you understand?
I'm sorry.
Maybe I have to, I have to hit you over the head with it. But I'm going to enter an order 5 days from today. And the order 5 days from today is that in the company of a peace officer, Miss Papp is going to be able to come to your house, sir. Go through your house, go through your garage, go through anything that she wants to with a police officer.
Okay.
And anything that she indicates that is hers from her mother's teapot, her mother's photograph, any of that stuff, she's going to take.
Okay.
In addition to that, I am awarding her $250 for her clothing that you threw out, because I believe that since she was in fact gone all but sometimes since August, that most of her clothing that she wanted was with her. But you had no right to discard whatever leftover stuff she decided to leave at your house. You had no right to do that. And I'm going to suggest this to you, Mr. Sandoval. Miss Papp is not totally balanced. Well, I don't know about you, but I know she is not. So I am going to strongly suggest to you that neither you nor your children do anything to throw away, to destroy, to do anything with regard to any property that you may come across that belongs to her, that inadvertently was left behind by her. This does not include household appliances, furniture, mattresses, tables and chairs, anything else. We're talking about sentimental items that she left behind. Do you understand?
Yes, I've tried.
And that will clearly be stated in the order.
Okay.
Now, I want you to tell me about these checks, because that's your counterclaim.
When she was at my house sometime in December, she stole a checkbook from me. I've got a list here of a bunch of checks at all these different stores. In fact, that's how she paid me the December car payment, is with one of my stolen checks, the money she got.
Have you reported that to the police?
Yes, I have.
Are they following it up?
They are. They can't find her. They can't catch her.
What do you mean they can't catch her? She's right here. Listen to me, Mr. Sandoval. As soon as there is a conviction in that case, because I assume that you do not have a handwriting expert here, is that right? Is that right?
That's right.
As soon as there is a conviction in the criminal proceeding, barring any unforeseen eventuality, it is an automatic judgment in your favor in a civil proceeding. But right now, you are not prepared to go through a civil proceeding, sir.
Your Honor, the person that works at Albertsons that she cashed the checks from lives on our block. I have her phone number here. And
I don't care what you have.
She'll ID that she cashed my checks.
I don't care what you have, sir.
Okay.
I'm not calling a witness to, in effect, give testimony in what would be a criminal proceeding before she's even been arrested, charged. Do you understand? You understand me, sir?
I understand you.
Perfect. And if you knew the plaintiff was going to be here today, and if the police couldn't catch her, you should have let them know that she was going to be here today. They could have come and executed the warrant. Do you understand?
I'm not a police officer. I didn't think about that.
Well, you should have if you said they couldn't catch her, sir.
That's what they tell me, because I've asked them several times. How come you haven't done nothing?
Should have let them know she was going to be right here, trying her civil case. Judgment for the plaintiff for the amount of $250 in the order as indicated. Thank you. Step out.
Now, this is case number 81 on the calendar in the matter of Fabella versus Alvarez. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have seats.
Mr. Fabella, is this your wife?
Yes, it is.
Sit down. Mr. Fabella, Miss Alvarez is your sister.
Yes.
And it is your claim that she should compensate you for false arrest, because she had you arrested for assaulting her, for your wife's medical bills, because your wife got very stressed as a result of this incident, and for all the legal fees that you had to pay as a result of this charge of assault.
That's correct.
Your sister says, and she's counterclaiming because she says that you did in fact assault her, and she is counterclaiming for the assault, for medical bills, pain and suffering, punitive damages. She says she came to your house to try to make peace with you because there's been some family difficulty, and you assaulted her. So, I'm going to hear from your sister first because she's the one who says she was assaulted. So, what were you and your brother fighting about, Ms. Alvarez?
It was all about him stating that his wife was claiming that I stole $20 from her 7 years ago, and I had invited him over to a birthday party for my son.
Let's go slow. His wife said
that I had stole $20 from her purse.
7 years ago?
Correct.
And when did she tell that to her husband?
I don't know when she told him, but I didn't know anything about that till September 29th.
And what happened on September 29th? How long are you married, by the way?
10 years this June.
Okay, so what happened on September 29th?
On September 29th, I gave Gabriel a phone call to invite him to my son's 21st birthday party.
Had you been seeing your brother up until
I was in
September?
his house in the month of August for dinner when my brother from Reading came down. They invited us over and we were there.
Okay, so you were at your brother's as early as August of 2002, correct. And then September 29th you called and invited him to your house,
right,
for your son's 21st birthday.
Right.
Mr. Fabella, did your sister call you and invite you to a birthday party at her house?
Yes, she did.
And had she been to your house the month before?
Yes, she was.
For dinner?
She was over to accompany my cousin who was visiting me.
Fine, but she was there on a social visit.
Not a social visit.
She wasn't invited.
My cousin.
I didn't ask you anything. That's why I told you to sit down. She was there and she spent time in your home, sir. She wasn't there on business. Or was she there on business?
She was not on business.
She can either be at your house two different ways, business or social.
It would have to be social.
Right. You called on September 29th to invite him to the birthday party, and what happened?
When I called him, he told me that he would be calling me back because he needs to talk to his wife. And when he called me back, he said that he would not be coming to the party due to his wife claiming that I had stolen some money from her purse, and that I would have to apologize to her in order for them to attend.
Okay. Is this the first time you had heard about this
Correct.
theft?
Yes.
Mr. Fabella, did you say anything to your sister in that conversation about your wife claiming that she stole some money from her?
In that phone call conversation, no, I did not.
Well, tell me about the conversation where you alleged this theft.
I would say approximately around mid-September, she called me at work. She wanted to, I don't know, provoke me to be angry at my wife for who knows what reason, and she's trying to find reasons. And I told her that she needed to stay away from us.
Why would she want to provoke an incident with you and your wife in September, sir? You and your wife have been married for 10 years. Let's get to the bottom of it. I don't have all day.
She's made a habit of this with all my brothers and myself, and I wasn't going to stand for it, and I told her she just needed to stay away from us.
Something doesn't sound right, Mr. Fabella. Something sounds very peculiar to me. What did your wife tell you about your sister stealing money from her?
She told me about an incident at my house in which $20 was missing from her purse. She had just gone to the ATM, and they had arrived at my house, and my wife excused herself to the restroom, and she was doing her hair, and when she came out of the bathroom, she had a sense that she needed to look in her purse, and she looked in her purse, and she was missing $20, and my sister was nervous.
When did your wife tell you this had happened?
This happened maybe 3 years prior.
Years before she told you?
Yes.
Years before she told you?
It was years.
So when she called you on the 29th to invite you to the birthday party, you had already had the discussion with her about your wife's recent claim of theft years before. Is that right?
No, I told him the day that it happened.
I'm not asking you anything.
No, that's what happened.
Do you understand what I just said to you?
That claim was not recent. That was just one example. I was giving my sister what she was demanding from me, that why does Patty hate me so much? You know, what did I ever do to her? And she was looking for reasons, so I gave her a reason, and that was one reason I gave her.
So, called back and said, we're not coming to the 21st birthday party. What did you do, Miss Alvarez?
When I got off the phone, I told my children what he had said on the phone, and my kids said there is no way.
Don't tell me what your kids said.
I
You went
was
over
just-
to his house When did you go over to his house?
On Monday, September 30th.
And who did you go with?
My father.
Is this your father?
Yes.
Step up here, sir. What is your last name?
Mr. Fabella.
Mr. Fabella, you went over with your daughter to your son's house. Why?
To see what the problem was.
To make peace?
Pardon?
To make peace?
Yeah.
Do you have a good relationship with your son?
Oh, yes, I love him.
Have a seat, Mr. Fabella. Thank you. So, what happened when you got over there?
Well, when I got there, my dad went up to the door, and my dad knocked on the door, and he rang the doorbell, in fact, and Gabriel answered the door. And when Gabriel saw that my father was at the door and me behind him, he went into a rage and just went straight at me and just got me and shoved me. He threw me against the stucco of his wall. I fell, and
that was the assault?
Yeah.
Mr. Fabella,
yes.
You just heard your daughter tell me what happened on that day?
That's right.
Is that what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to call your father a liar? Look at me. You want to call your father a liar?
I'm not going to call my father a liar. That's not what I'm here for.
Good. I would suggest that's a very good idea. Father says he loves you. You have any reason to doubt that?
Those were the intentions my sister made him think that they were going over for. My sister went over to start a fight with my wife and me.
Sir, all I asked was, your father came over and rang the bell.
He did not ring the bell.
Knocked at the door.
He did not knock at the door.
What did he do?
He entered my house. I didn't know he entered my house. I turned around, he was there.
I'm always playing the newest cuts fresh from the street. I always get them first, nobody be
Hey, check it out. Somebody's selling to one of the homies.
Hey, partner, I'm working, man. What you need? What you need, dog?
Dog, I got quality shit right here.
You in a whole lot of trouble, tough guy. Man, coming in.
Man, I know this cat. He a punk used to run with a front yard baller OG from Idlewood. I know his place. It's just across the tracks there. Let's check it out.
Hey, ain't that front yard turf?
Man, are you a buster?
Nah, I'm down, homie.
Hey, grab hold of that bat over there.
Man, we on a serious mission now.
Man, don't sweat it, homie. Everybody in the hood know ballers and pussies.
My first pimp used drugs to turn me out.
Man, you can smell a crack den a mile away.
Yeah, let's shoot through and introduce ourselves.
Good afternoon, baller dope pushers. Grove Street OGs come to do damage.
Grove Street going down!
Ninja these motherfuckers.
You happy now?
Hey, boy, don't be touching me.
Oh!
Can't hurt me, nigga. I'm a real baller.
Oh, you think you hard? Pumps!
of my way.
Now ballers like Grove Street families on their way back up.
Show, homie. And
You
what's
know
more, you ain't run out. Hey, Buster, wait up!
Hey, you're it.
I blame you for this shit.
I almost flushed in my pants when I saw that.
Hey, check it out. Somebody's selling to one of the homies.
Hey, partner, I'm working, man. What you need? What you need, dog?
She got set up for life.
Man, I know this cat. Hey, grab hold of that bat over there. Don't you bust on me.
Man, we on a serious mission now.
Man, don't sweat it, homie. Everybody in the hood know ballers are pussies.
I guess women too, but it's 50-50.
Ooh-wee. Man, you can smell a crack den a mile away.
Yeah, let's shoot through and introduce ourselves.
Good afternoon, baller dope pushers.
Grove Street going down.
Ninja these
You think I got
motherfuckers.
issues?
You won't know why you dead.
Now will you be quiet?
Hey, no time to clown, homie.
Let's go, bitch. Now ballers know Grove Street families on their way back up.
Show, homie. And when you don't walk, you don't even run out on me.
You want your tiny mind?
Time change.
Oh man, they gonna be mad at us.
And I'll warn the gang later. For now, this is bask in the silence of victory, motherfucker. Get on you, young trick.
Yeah, I just got back from the bathroom.
Can't be no baller right
Yo, where my ball, dude?
Come on, you young punk. Wake up, CJ.
Hey, man, you can't be doing that to me,
Bro,
man.
bro, let's go at it.
And it's tight,
Grove
man.
Street punk.
See you, man. Let me go find some crown and lace.
Don't let that punk bitch get Now that the bass ain't getting pushed up in their faces, maybe these fools should be up for some real banging.
Yeah, Grove gonna get back on his feet now, for sure though.
Later, homie.
I just...